Picture a picturesque town nestled in the Sunshine State. Celebration, Florida, known for its idyllic streets and harmonious atmosphere, became the backdrop for a tragedy that sent shockwaves through its foundations. Behind the picture-perfect facades, a storm brewed, culminating in a horrifying event that would forever stain the community's memory. In this haunting tale, we unravel the twisted web that led Anthony Todt, a seemingly ordinary physical therapist, to commit an unthinkable act that defies comprehension. Several people were killed in the Todt family killings, which took place in Florida's Celebration, a Disney-planned community, in December 2019. 44-year-old Anthony "Tony" Todt admitted to killing his wife Megan Todt, 42, and their 3 children Alec, 13, Tyler, 11, and Zoe, 4. Anthony was a physical therapist who had just received a federal arrest notice for alleged healthcare fraud involving his physical therapy practice. When authorities arrived to serve the warrant, they discovered the man residing in his home along with the severely decomposed bodies of his family members, including the family dog. Anthony Todt was found guilty of the murders in 2022 and given a life sentence without the possibility of parole. The killing of the pet dog, considered an act of animal cruelty, was given an additional year. Robert Todt, the father of Anthony Todt, was detained in July 1980 on suspicion of hiring one of his former students to shoot and kill Loretta, his wife, so he could wed his mistress. At the moment, Anthony Todt, then only 4 years old, saw his mother being attacked. The would-be assassin did not harm Anthony, despite being under firm orders to target Loretta alone. After surviving the headshot, Loretta got remarried. In college, Megan, a physical therapist and a yoga instructor, dated Anthony Todt. The two eventually got married. The pair co-owned a physical therapy practice where they both worked. Following the birth of their children, Megan settled down to be a stay-at-home mom while Anthony ran their clinic. The Todt children were encouraged to participate in the arts and music because the family was well known among the neighborhood residents. Anthony worked with disadvantaged kids and frequently volunteered as a young football coach. Anthony claims that Megan developed Lyme disease in 2017 after being bitten by a tick while visiting Disney World. The Todt family spent several years living in Connecticut before relocating to Celebration, Florida. Anthony Todt continued to work at the clinic in Connecticut and made weekly trips to see the family. The Todts, who had previously been involved in their Connecticut town, had become distant and uninvolved with their neighbors in Celebration. Anthony put on a lot of weight and was given a diabetes diagnosis by the year 2019. Anthony was found to be billing patients in April 2019 for services they had never received. Following an investigation, it was discovered that Anthony utilized the extra cash to pay for excursions to Disney World and the family's property in Celebration. Todt owed over $100,000 after Anthony took out other loans from businesses in New York City, who later sued him for non-payment. Murders. Since Anthony Todt's testimony about the killings was inconsistent throughout, why he committed them is unclear. He once asserted that Megan committed suicide after killing the kids by stabbing herself in the liver. In other evidence, he claimed he was attempting to save the family from the apocalypse and join them in the hereafter. The Todts typically spent the winter in Florida before returning to Connecticut to enjoy the snowy weather. But this year, they stayed in Celebration. On December 29, the police conducted a preliminary welfare check, but they left when they got no reaction from anyone inside the house. On January 13, 2020, Osceola County deputies and investigators from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office of Inspector General returned after troubling texts from Anthony Todt appeared on family members' phones. Mail accumulated on the house's porch despite the Todts' presence in Florida, and a notice of eviction was posted on the door. Authorities showed up at the house with an arrest warrant for Anthony. Anthony left his home trembling weirdly. Authorities entered the house using a key they had obtained from the property's landlord and smelled something foul. Family members were found stabbed in the stomach and strangled with crucifixes in their hands and beds all over the house. Authorities initially had no idea where Zoe Todt was until they investigated Megan's body and discovered Zoe's body beneath her feet. Zoe Todt had become so decomposed. In the master bedroom's dog bed, Breezy, the family dog, was found dead on the floor. In what he said was a suicide attempt, Anthony had taken a hefty dose of Benadryl. Benadryl had also been administered to the kids. Anthony said that his initial confession was made under pressure and that he could not recall the details of the murders. After inventing a tale about returning to the family home to seek a lost silver Mickey Mouse necklace belonging to his daughter Zoe, he finally confessed to the killings. Anthony Todt was given a life sentence in jail without the chance of parole in 2022. In a historic decision, he was given an additional year in prison for counts of animal cruelty related to the family dog's death. The Todt family murders are a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the depths to which human tragedy can descend. If you're captivated by true crime stories like this one, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. And as always, share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.